Hi everyone, it's Scott from Maths Logos, where we want to think about education through the lens of the Bible. And in today's lesson, we're going to look at order of operations. So if we consider this calculation, 4 squared multiplied by 3 add 1, we have lots of operations going on. We have addition inside our brackets, we have multiplication, and we're also squaring the 4. And we want to know what order do we do those in. And this helpful diagram will talk us through that. So the first level of our order of operations is what we call brackets. So in this calculation off to the side, we would actually do the bracket, the 3 add 1 first. After brackets, we want to see if there are any indices, and that's what the I stands for. Indices would be things like 2 squared, or things like the cube root of 8. And after indices, we have division and multiplication. They are on the same level, so they're the same priority. And if we're working through those in a calculation, we want to work from left to right. And the last level is addition and subtraction. Now, if you notice, each of these levels has what we call an inverse. So if we were squaring something, so for example, if we were squaring something like that, the inverse would be square rooting. And division and multiplication are also inverses. So for example, if we were dividing something by 2, the inverse, the opposite of that, would be to multiply it by 2. And likewise, addition and subtraction are also inverses. So if we were taking away 5 from something, the inverse, the opposite, would be to add 5. When we're calculating, we work our way down through the list. So we start with our brackets, then we do our indices, then division and multiplication, and then addition and subtraction. But when we're solving equations, we actually flip that order. When we're solving equations, we actually want to undo subtraction or addition, then we undo our multiplication, division, and then we undo our indices. So that's not what this lesson's about. In this lesson, we're going to be calculating, but in other lessons, you might want to think of it that way. So you might have heard some of different mnemonics to help you remember the order of operations. The first one is BIDMAS, where B is brackets, I is indices, which we talked about on the previous slide, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. You might have also heard of BODMAS, where O is order, and everything else is the same. Or you might have had PEMDAS. P is parentheses, which again is brackets. E is exponents, which is the same as indices and order. Okay, let's look at some examples. So calculate 3 add 5 multiplied by 2. If I want to check my order of operations, I want to go through it one layer at a time. So I don't have any brackets, I don't have any indices, but I do have some multiplication. I'm going to do that before I do my addition. And I'm going to rewrite everything, and I'm just going to do my multiplication. I'll do my 5 multiplied by 2 to give me 10. Then I can do 3 add 10 to give me 13. In the next calculation, we've got brackets, we've got addition, and we've got multiplication. I'm going to do my brackets first. So I'll do 3 add 5 to give me 8, and then I'll multiply that by 2. 8 multiplied by 2 is 16. In this one, we're doing 4 add 8 subtract 2 divided by 3. I'm going to do my bracket first. So I'll do 8 subtract 2 to give me 6, and then I'll divide that by 3. I have addition and division, but I need to do my division first before I do my addition. I'll rewrite the first part of the calculation, and I'll do 6 divided by 3 to give me 2. And then I can do 4 add 2 to give me 6. Pause the video and give these questions a go. Okay, let's run through them. Calculate 20 subtract 8 divided by 2. I have division and subtraction, but I need to do my division first before my subtraction. So I'll do 8 divided by 2, which gives me 4. And then I can do 20 subtract 4 to give me 16. My next calculation is 20 subtract 8 inside brackets divided by 2. And because it's inside brackets, I need to do that first. 20 subtract 8 is 12, and then I divide that by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. The next example is 5 subtract 2 multiplied by 1 add 1. I have brackets, multiplication, and subtraction. I'll do my brackets first. So I'll do 1 add 1, which is 2. Then I need to do my multiplication. So I need to do 2 multiplied by 2. So I'm going to do 5, take away 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. And then I do 5 subtract 4 to give me 1. Our next example is 7 add 2 squared add 4. So in this example, I've brought in some indices. So I'm doing 2 squared, and then I'm multiplying and I'm adding. I need to do my indices first. So I'll rewrite the calculation, and I'm just going to do my 2 squared. 2 squared means 2 multiplied by 2, which is 4. And then I multiply by 4 in the end. I'm multiplying and adding. I'm going to multiply first. So I'll do 7 add 4 lots of 4, which is 16. And then I can do 7 add 16 to give me 23. So our next example has a lot going on. So we're doing 10 subtract the cube root of 27 multiplied by 2 squared subtract 1 in brackets. I need to do my brackets first. So I'll rewrite my calculation. I'll do 10 subtract the cube root of 27. I'll leave that for now, but actually, technically speaking, I could do it. And then inside my bracket, I'm going to do my indices first. So 2 squared is 4, and then I need to take away 1. On my next line, I'll do my brackets. I'll rewrite everything else. I'm doing the cube root of 27. I'll leave that for now. And then 4 subtract 1 is 3. At this point, I've got multiplication. I've got indices, so the cube root of 27, and I'm subtracting. I need to do my indices next. The cube root of 27 is 3. So I'll write that. Then I do my multiplication. So I'll do 3 multiplied by 3 to give me 9. So 10 subtract 9 is 1. Pause the video and give these questions a go. 12 subtract 18 divided by the square root of 9. I have indices, division, and subtraction. I need to do my indices first. I'll rewrite everything else just to make sure I do it right. When we're doing the square root of 9, we want to think what multiplied by itself gives me 9, and the answer is 3. So the square root of 9 is 3. I will then do my division, so I'll do 18 divided by 3 to give me 6. And then I'll do 12 subtract 6 to give me 6. The next example, we're doing 14 subtract 12, and then we're cubing the result of that, dividing that by 4, and then subtracting 1. I'll do my bracket first. 14 subtract 12 is 2, and then I need to do that cubed, and then we'll divide by 4 and subtract 1. I'll do 2 cubed off to the side. 2 cubed does not mean 2 multiplied by 3. It means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which is 8. So 2 cubed is 8. I then divide that by 4 and take away 1. I'll do my division first. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Take away 1, which is 1. If you're working through our lesson booklets, you can now complete exercises 1 to 3. Okay, we're going to look at some harder examples. So we're doing the square root of 100 multiplied by 4 subtract the cube root of 1 squared. I need to do my brackets first, and then inside my brackets, I need to do my indices first. So I need to do the cube root of 1. And whilst I'm at it, I could also do my square root of 100. The square root of 100 is 10. And then I'm going to multiply that by 4 subtract the cube root of 1. Well, what multiplied by itself 3 times gives me 1? And the answer is 1. The cube root of 1 is 1. And then I square the result of that. I need to do my bracket first. So I'll do 10 multiplied by 4 subtract 1 is 3. And then I need to square that. So I've got multiplication and indices. I need to do my indices first. I'll leave my 10 multiplied by whatever the result of this is. 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9. Then I do my 10 multiplied by 9 to give me 90. Pause the video and give this harder question a go. So we've got a lot going on here. We are cubing the square root of the result of that bracket. And what I need to do is I need to do this bracket first. I'm going to do this bracket off to the side. So it's 2 squared, add 1 multiplied by 5. I need to do my indices first. So I'll do 2 squared to give me 4. And then I'll add on 1 multiplied by 5. I need to do my multiplication. So I need to do 1 times 5 to give me 5. And then I'll do 4 add 5 to give me 9. So this bracket comes to 9. So I can rewrite this calculation by putting in the value for that bracket, which we find out to be 9. So I'm doing the square root of 9, which is what that bracket comes to. And then I'm cubing that. We'll do the square root of 9 first to give us 3. And then we need to cube the result. 3 cubed is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. And 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 is 27. So my answer is 27. So our next example, we have 3 add 5 all divided by 2. And this fraction bar here shows me that I'm dividing both 3 and 5 by 2. And in a sense, we could think of the fraction bar as acting like a pair of brackets. I'm dividing both 3 and 5 by 2. So we could think of it like this. Now 3 add 5 is 8, and then divide that by 2. Well, 8 divided by 2 is 4. The other way I could write it is like this. I could deal with my numerator first, so I'll do 3 add 5 to give me 8, and then over 2, and just keep it as a fraction. 8 over 2 is 8 divided by 2, which is 4. So my preference would be to the second way of doing that, but I just wanted to show you the first way as well. Pause the video and give this question a go. Okay, let's give this question a go. Our fraction bar tells us we're dividing everything on the numerator by 5. I'll do 13 subtract 3 to give me 10, and then do that divided by 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Our next example is 1 add 6 divided by 2 add 1. I'm going to deal with that denominator first because I'm dividing 6 by everything on the denominator. So we'll tidy up our denominator. We'll do 2 add 1 to give us 3. And then at this point we have division, so 6 divided by 3, and addition, and we'll do our division first. So I'll do 1 add 6 divided by 3, which is 2, and then 1 add 2, which is 3. Pause the video and give this one a go. Let's go through it. I'm doing 9 subtract 12 divided by 3 multiplied by 2. I'm going to tidy up my denominator first. So this would be 12 divided by 6. And then at this stage, I've got division and subtraction. I'm going to have to do division first. So 12 divided by 6, which is 2. And then 9 subtract 2, which is 7. All right, let's look at a harder example. So we've got a lot going on in this example. I'm doing 12 subtract 4 squared add 2. All divided by the square root of 9 multiplied by 2. Let's do our indices first because we don't have any brackets. So I'll do my 4 squared, that gives me 16. And I'll do my square root of 9, which gives me 3. And I'll rewrite my calculation like this. I'm going to tidy up the numerator of my fraction. So I'll say that this is 12 subtract 16 add 2, which is 8, divided by 3 multiplied by 2. And at this stage, I've got subtraction, I've got division going on here, and multiplication. And I'm going to do my division and multiplication, and I'm going to work from left to right. So I'll do 18 divided by 3, which is 6, and then multiply that by 2. 12 subtract 6 lots of 2. I need to do that multiplication first. 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. 12 subtract 12 is 0. Pause the video and give this more challenging question a go. 20 divided by the cube root of 64 multiplied by 5, all divided by 2 squared, subtract 3. There's a lot going on in that question. I need to do my indices first because there are no brackets. The cube root of 64 is 4, and 2 squared is also 4. Now, if you notice this fraction, I'm doing 4 multiplied by 5, and then I'm dividing by 4. So I'm multiplying by 4 and dividing by 4 at the same time, and those will cancel each other out because multiplication and division are inverse. So I can actually divide through by 4 on the numerator and denominator. And what will be left is a 1 on the denominator. I can then do 20 divided by 5 to give me 4 and take away the 3. 4 subtract 3 is 1. If you're working through our lesson booklets, you can now complete exercises 4 and 5. Thank you for watching this video.